They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Owens. Got his man down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Gain of 11. That's a first down for the offense.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Trojans. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. The sure hands, it's Miller. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Completes it in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They
This has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Miller. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Got a man. It's Jones. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies.
Turning it on! Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Myers on the move. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Owens. Finds the tight end. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
That's caught. It's Hayes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Finding an escape route.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll go up top on second and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Breaks into the open. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. New Mexico found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Lobos football. Those folks in University Stadium won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense.
Going downfield for the big play. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw. It's Owens. It's complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. Looking for more room. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Finds space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jones. He's got great speed. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Floating away. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf turf in Conway, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Liberty. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using his legs to buy some time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
To the air, it's Owens. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
The offense changing the play. Going to sling it on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Caught close to the marker, hits Miller. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go marks against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hayes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hayes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Trojans are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the 4th.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? 4th quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming. And they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. At the 45 on his way. He's just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Owens. Caught near the sticks, it's Hayes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Got the quick pass. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. To the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a first down before going out of bounds. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. They're working that left side. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
And that's good enough for first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The quick out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you can tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Owens. And he's thrown another interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
This crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Lets it fly. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Boilermakers know they're in a battle, but they're in the driver's seat with this lead. They have proven today they are capable of leading here with a road victory. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Purdue. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happen.
He's going for the big play. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Firing to the right, complete. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
To the air, it's Ncaa. There's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you get 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. How about that one? 4th and forever, and he just turned one loose and fired it for the 1st down.
Man, does that sting defensively. You get him in the perfect situation. You know they're going to pass the football. You play the ball deep, and you give up a deep pass. That is a back-breaking play.
After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air, it's Owens. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, we want to do